welcome to Jinja Island. Uh, wow, so it's getting pretty hot. It's getting pretty hot there. Sorry, none of the notifications are going to go out, so no one's going to see this for a little bit, which is fine. But I'll just turn that around. Wow, so it has been a very hot day here on Ginger Island. You can check out my tan. My tan. Do you like that? Do you like that? The tan line. I'll pull my t-shirt down so it's not so offensive. Um, and yeah, I've been out in the water for a little swim. Marcus is now having a little swim, which is nice. Um, we have steps down to the water now, so it's quite easy to get in and out the water. Before, it's pretty difficult because the as you can see over here, the boat dock is a little bit raised from the water, and if you try and go up that way, there's all like mangrove roots and stuff that you have to pick over to try and get off from the shore, and it gets really muddy, so you don't want to go that way. What you want to do is use the new Ginger Island steps, which are splendidissimo. So this is Ginger Island Parlay. This is your chance to have a proper chat with us, because I know you leave us lovely messages during the day, but the problem is, so he's splashing about there. The problem is that obviously we're doing stuff, so sometimes we miss your messages. So this is to ensure that yes, we get all of your messages, and we see you get to you get to interact. So if someone wants to fire a question at me or something they want to know, or they've got a question for Marcus, I could just shout it over to him. Hello! David says nice tan. I don't know about that. Maybe. Bye. Marcus is swimming back to Bocas. Bye, Marcus. Have fun in Bocas. It's like Reggie Perrin. How's the water? Okay. But is it cold? Is it horrible?
It's salty.
Yeah. Graham, did you tell Marcus about the sharks?
Sharks?
Did I tell Marcus about the sharks? Let me think. No, I didn't. That's okay. Ignorance is bliss, they say. That's what they say. Right, any questions? Anyone got any questions? Oh, I chill out on this hammock. We've done a lot today. But then Ishmael's gone and showed us all up by being absolutely amazing and digging an entire series of trenches. Did you see what he's done? Marcus,
Huh?
did you see what Ishmael's done?
Earlier, but I hadn't tasted it.
Pretty impressive stuff. Pretty impressive stuff. You have both perfected the farmer's tan. Thank you very much. Been following. You're making great progress. Are you about where you expected to be at this stage? Yeah, actually, we've got the solar panels done. Some jobs have taken a little bit longer than others, but I kind of expected that. We've got a long way to go. There's a lot more to do, but I think in a way we've got over some of the more expensive parts of what we needed to do to fix up the island. Is that right, Marcus? The solar panels were always going to be a big expense. They're always going to be a lot of money, because you don't just need panels. You need a solar controller. You need batteries. You need AC to DC to AC inverter. They all cost money. So that was always going to be a big expense. Obviously, timber is expensive all around the world at the moment. Not as expensive as in the UK. But we've got a lot of the timber that we need to do a lot of those jobs, like building those doors in the bathroom for the toilet and the shower and the bathroom itself. Front door's done. Yeah. We've got a cooker. Somewhere. we bought a little stove yesterday, a little 2-hob stove thing, gas stove. Bought a gas canister with it, and a regulator and a hose. And I left it in the hardware store. I left it in a different hardware store than I bought it in, which is even more stupid. But yeah, so that worked out. I guess. Yeah. So in answer to that question, though, I think we're at a stage now after a week and 2 days of being on the island, where we've got quite a lot done. We're making the house much more habitable. Would you say, Marcus?
Mm-hmm.
Marcus actually had a good night's sleep last night.
Mm-hmm.
I had to sing him a lullaby, but he did get some sleep.
Mm-hmm.
So
Tonight.
no. Tough.
See?
What would you like to get done on the island to make your life a little bit easier?
And now we're up to that room now.
Yeah, should we do that? Do you want to do that tomorrow?
Yeah, do that, right? Yeah. Your idea was quite good. We have to spin the treads around as well.
What do you mean?
You know, the treads are all the way around, aren't they? They're on the edge instead of like flat.
Oh, you mean use the same
Use the
pieces?
same pieces.
Oh yeah, we can use the same pieces. That makes sense. Yeah, spin them around 90 degrees.
Yeah, put them in slots.
And then, yeah, so we're thinking of building a ladder up to Marcus's bedroom, and we're going to have it so it slides, we get little slidey pieces. And basically, so you can push it up against the wall when you're not using it. And when you do want to use it, you can pull it out, so it'll be like an angle from the wall. You push it up, it goes like that, and you pull it out, it goes like that. And you get up and down that ladder a lot easier, because at the moment, it's a bit of a death trap. If you wear shoes, you can't get your feet onto the rung far enough, because the rungs are so close to the wall. And if you go in bare feet, it's really uncomfortable, because it's 2x4 going all the way up, but they're like on end, so you're standing on the 2, not the 4. Yeah. So yeah, we'll get that sorted. Graham play Westlife for Marcus instead of a lullaby. Would have the same effect. Did you phone the shop? Yeah. Don't worry. Don't worry. We oh God, we did call the shop. So Ishmael, I put the number in for Ishmael. I got one of the receipts out from the hardware store, typed it in, and he said, Richard, because the guy went to the hardware store where I left it and it's called Richard. And he said, oh, it's not Richard. And then he phoned up the landline number on the same receipt. And then he said, oh no, it's the wrong place, it's Toto. And I looked at the top of the receipt, and it said at the top of the receipt in big letters, Toto, which is the name of one of the other hardware stores. I was like, oh shit. So then the third time lucky, was it?
Mm-hmm.
We got through, and they said, yes, you idiot, you left your cooker here. So we'll get that sorted. So should we make tomorrow's jobbies, finish off the doors for the shower and the toilet, and build a ladder? Because tomorrow is Woody Wednesday, where we do woody things. Actually, we've had a Woody Monday and a Woody Tuesday, to be honest with you. Okay.
Yeah. One job doesn't get finished, you can't wait for the following week.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, yeah. It's just a... Hello. Sorry. Guys, you got spam to eat. There's official buy meat there because there's no meat in UK.
Oh, they've got no gas.
Yeah. That's crazy, isn't it?
In 2 weeks, the abattoirs will shut down.
Yeah.
What happens to all the animals that are waiting to be culled? Where do you put them?
They'll just have to kill them halal.
Mm-hmm.
It's not good, is it? If only someone had warned us that Brexit would be this tragic for the United Kingdom. What can I say?
Well, the government, they're soldiering there on now.
Soldiering on.
Building nuclear-powered submarines.
Boris Johnson just had a couple of car crash interviews with Channel 4 News and I think Sky News maybe in New York.
In New York?
Yeah, he's over in New York to
He's
meet
over at UN convention.
Biden. Something like
Well,
that.
he made a right old bodge, didn't he? When he went over there live.
Yeah.
Regarding Mark Rutte.
Glasgow Kiss says the chicken and ham I bought was imaginary. Well, no, it's not will run out yet, but it will do. I mean, there's going to be shortages. It's not going to be, there's going to be no meat, and if you've got loads of money, you'll be all right. It's just the people who haven't got much money who are going to die. I mean, literally die this winter because of the cold. bills
isn't
and the
one
lack
of
of
the
food.
supposed to make sure there's adequate food?
We have a minister in charge of adequate food. Yeah,
Yeah.
how
Do you
depressing.
think Eastern foods, adequate food, and adequate something else? That's likely to dance up a lunatic.
Is that Gove? Is he in charge of adequate food?
Yeah, he is.
He's the worst. He's the worst of them. Is Marcus skinny dipping? No, thank God. He's got his pants on. Don't encourage him.
Well, I'll look at Daniel Craig coming out of the big
I've-
case pair steps.
I've indulged now and again, you know, because it's my island, but not really with other people around. Well, other people that I don't know very well.
What a people. I know.
I said really well. So, okay, any other questions? Bojo has found another branch of the money tree to shake to pay off this US company and buy the gas for them to continue to make CO2. Not signed the deal yet, though. Yeah, that's going to cost a fortune, but you know. Gove is a beeped out swear word. How is my lovely Ginger Baywatch? Well, I'm a bit sunburnt, as you can see on my arm. Look at the Jesus Christ. I have to cover that. I look like such a tit. Yeah, I'm alright. A bit tired after a hard work a day. I don't think I worked any harder than anyone else. I think I worked the least hard, to be honest with you. I have two big freezers with beef and chicken and a big weapon to fend off the numpties who put the cross in the wrong box.
That's my saying.
No, they put it in the right box for them because they said, do you want to make people's lives a misery? Yes or no? And they put next in the yes box.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
Do you want to ruin people's lives? Yes or no? For no reason other than your own fucking ignorance.
I don't think they actually knew. I think they actually believed that, because all you got to do is believe, obviously. I think that a lot of them actually believe that's going to be better. Because they're not that right, let's be honest.
Yeah, but nobody who put who voted out of the EU did so thinking it will make people's lives from Europe who live in the UK or from the EU who live in the UK better. None of them. Not one of them thought that. How much weight are you guys sweating out? Well, I'm still quite a tubby bastard. Marcus, how much weight have you lost?
Well.
We need to make some rudimentary scales out of banana leaves and coconuts. Coconuts.
We can have water. How many kilos is one of them buckets of water? Are they 25? Well, that's
This is
5
5
litres.
litres. Yeah, it's 5 litres.
So if that's 5 litres. We know that weighs 5 kilos full.
Yeah.
So all we need now is a filter.
Electricidad is also high in Spain. Yeah, I know, David, but it's nowhere near as high as it is in the UK. In the UK, it's just gone bonkers. You've seen like 100% increase in the price in just a few
Spain
days.
Have to buy most of the electric?
Pardon?
Does Spain have to buy most of the electric, or do they have power plants?
Oh, they have power plants, but I'm sure they get some stuff off France. You would do, wouldn't you? They're only next door. They're only next door. So, any more questions? Because we're probably going to have quite a short parlay today because we're a bit knackered. But we've kind of kept to the schedule today. We weren't that late starting. It's a lot easier when we don't leave the island.
We had some problems to start with, didn't we?
Yeah, technical problems. We sorted them out.
Have you worked how much time we actually spent off the island just getting terms? 2.5 days?
Yeah. Yeah. We've been off the island quite a lot. But today we had a good day on the island, doing stuff on the island. Fixing things. Getting stuff fixed up, because he would. I'll probably go to sleep soon.
You're an early bird, aren't you?
Me?
Yeah.
I never used to be. I mean, I probably stay up all night. I think it's just doing all this work in the heat, you know. Can't get over how Brexiteers didn't ask themselves why countries do trade deals in the first place. They didn't know about trade deals. They don't know shit about anything. Like, trade deals are quite an esoteric thing for them. They're not really thinking that far ahead. They just want a pint of beer with a fucking crown on it, and that makes them happy because they're really simple. Like, simple minds, simple pleasures. Yeah. There's people who go, oh, we should forgive them. We should forgive them. They didn't know what they're voting for. And yet I was told again and again when I was fighting against Brexit that they knew exactly what they were voting for. And I was like, so more expensive food, more expensive energy, less freedom. That's what you're voting for.
They didn't believe in the experts, did they? You know?
£1 trillion of assets leaving the country. You seem to got a lot done today, considering the heat, says Glasgow Kiss. Well, we did, didn't we? Transformed the bathroom. We have a door now. Back of the house. Does it open nicely, or does it need? Because the old one scraped along the floor. It was horrible.
It's not catching. You need to look at tweak here and there, but and after the door stops, it's forced in place.
Yeah. Oh. Well, I've got work to do. I've got some videos to edit. Really proper job. Oh, you know, this is nice. Start by the boat dock. Water lapping away. In Spanish, I saw a new Spanish president, and we'll have a Zoom chat with Boris. We'll help the UK. Boris will simply send British tourists to Lanzarote. Yeah, Bob. Spaffer Johnson. Spaffer Johnson. Boris doesn't work, his minions do his job for him. Okay, then, like tomorrow, we're going to be working a little bit more on the house. Depending on the weather, we might dig some trenches outside, because that's really got to be done. And there's a lot more to do with it, unfortunately. We need to buy a couple more shovels. But other than that, we've got ladders to build. So do you reckon you could build ladders out of the pieces of wood that are there?
As in, what bits would you talk about?
Because there's already a ladder, isn't there? So if you take that off the wall,
Oh, that one here,
you make a ladder out of that. It won't be long enough, will it?
The treads I can use, but I can't use the styles. They're only up 2 inches square. I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can do it with 2x4s.
2x4s.
Yeah.
So should we go to town and buy some 8-foot 2x4s?
At some point, yeah. Unless you're going up there anyway.
Loving the progress. You kept me entertained while glossing a staircase. Oh, thank you very much. That's our job. Just got myself a chilled beer from the fridge, said Steve. Oh, man, you're rubbing it in our faces. All we've got is like a bottle of warm water. Lying down on the job again. We've finished the job. Yeah, we have got warm beer. You want to come out to us some warm beer? My internet's been really shit today. I've been dropping in and out to see how you have been doing. I'm doing all right, you know, just getting stuff done. Be nice when it's all done. We'll give you a tour of the island. Say, this is what we've done. Fix this. Are you going to buy a second pencil? Well, Glasgow Kiss, you'll be glad to know. Just before we stopped filming tonight, I found the second pencil.
That's called scribble pencil.
I found the scribble pencil.
What scribbling pencil? What are you? You'll lose it.
It's not a wood. He's cursing over there. Not a woodworking pencil. He's using it for wrong things. He wanted to use my chisel to chisel something out before. Whoa! Could knock his block off. So what's the difference in a cold chisel and a wood chisel?
Oh, cold is masonry.
How many chisels can a chisel if a chisel didn't chisel?
Yeah.
All the old scripts go from right to left, and all the younger scripts go from left to right. And the reason for that is when you're chiseling, if you're holding the chisel in your left hand and then you've got your right hand in with the hammer, it's easier to go that way, to right. Whereas when you've got a pen, it's easier to go that way, because if you go that way, you smudge the letters that you've written. As anyone who's left-handed will tell you.
I've got another left and right one for you. Why is the boat got a port and starboard?
Well, it used to be larboard and starboard. And then when you're in a storm and you shouted across the deck, halt to larboard! And they wouldn't really understand whether you said larboard or starboard. So they changed it, like we changed aluminum to aluminium. They changed it to port and starboard.
I'd query that one.
Right, it used to be larboard.
You used to have people with a steering board, not
Yeah.
a rudder.
Yeah.
And they always make the port was the side, you put the port, the steering board. Otherwise, you'd break the steering board. You've got port and starboard.
Yeah, I mean, that's where it came from, but I'm just talking about the fact that port used to be larboard. Steering board and a large board, large board. I don't know. Hi, Graham from Dovecot. Hello. Got some scousers watching. Where was the pencil? Asked Steve. It was up me bum. Why not left and right? Says Chubby.
Oh, well, good point. Why not? Well, no, because originally it's important starboard to do the steering board. So left and right wouldn't help, would it? Because depending what side the steering board's on.
But what does it mean to be on port?
Port means it's the side you come into port. Otherwise, if you go onto the starboard side, which would be the side that had the steering board.
Ah, you'd have nothing to push up against the key.
Mm.
The port side is the side that moors against the.
Port.
Oh, that's right, because all the ships I've been on all point the same way when they're moored. Yeah, that makes sense. I think.
You got the port light is red and starboard is green.
And now the more I think about it, I think sometimes they're just moored on either side.
We just do the steering board anyway. It's all like long time ago, like the time of longboats.
What, like the 1960s?
They'd got us there, they'd have to watch that.
Dear mother, it's a rudder. Right, guys, I think that's it. I think we're going to call it a night. They changed, depending on which way you're looking. Maybe. What time is it? What time is it? Does Marcus know?
I thought I did my Daniel Craig.
It's 4:42.
If I had long hair, I'd stick the hair.
Here you go. You're going to get to watch Marcus get out the water now. The creature from the Black Lagoon.
What side? It's
Thankfully, it's mostly silhouetted. Don't get bum water on my camera.
Bum water.
No, I don't like bum water. Okay, so yeah, what's on for tomorrow? Tomorrow we are doing Woody Wednesday, so we've got more wood to do. Today was supposed to be water, but we were doing the bathroom, so that kind of worked. And Monday was supposed to be power. Not only ships, but also aircraft, which you usually board on port. Yeah, that's right, you do, don't you? Well, there you go. Interesting. On the left-hand side. Past the Dutchie on the left-hand side. Jesus, a huge snake. It's just like that James Bond scene. So anyway, the one with Ursula Andress. Don't know. Yeah, so we're gonna wrap it up for the evening. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for all the support you've given us through the GoFundMe and the super chats and everything. It's really kept us going because like we couldn't afford to do a lot of the stuff that we've been doing if we not had donations coming in. If you could do us a massive favour, spread the word. You know, like just tell your mates that these crazy bastards are on this island fixing stuff, and it's quite like I don't know, mind-numbingly hypnotising to watch the very long live podcasts from live casts. We do need to get a drone up. Should we do the drone tomorrow if we can? It's a nice day.
Yeah,
Should we drone it? Yeah. Okay. Get the battery charged up and we will drone. Drone on and on and on. All right, guys. We're going to call it a night. Thank you so much for watching, and we will be back tomorrow, 9 o'clock local time, so 3 p.m. your time in the UK, or 4 p.m. if you're living in Central Europe or Western Europe. And we will return with more stories, tales from Jinja Island. And it'll be fun. But until then, fair winds. Bye-bye. 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 Thanks for watching.